You already know this is Pawns Wrong Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moo! Won't shine himself. Ladies and gentlemen, in this content, there's going to be some of you that's going to hate what I'm about to say. And I understand why you may hate what I'm about to say, but give your boy a chance to explain. Here you go. This era of welterweights is better than the golden era. Oh yes, I know some of y'all wanna. I know some of y'all wanna smack me. I know, but let me explain. This era is better than the golden era. In the golden era, and I'm talking about the Wilfred Benitez, I'm talking about Sugar Ray Leonard, I'm talking about the Hearns, the Hagler, the Duran. Everybody always want to say, damn, all these dudes fought each other. All these dudes fought each other and went to war. But in this generation, all these dudes are fighting one another. And I understand in the sport of boxing, people just don't want to live the moment. People always, even when you're watching something, let's say you're watching the fight right now, you're still looking at the future. Because the people just doesn't want to appreciate the moment. I understand. And probably in the golden era also, those people in the golden era that was living that golden era was saying, oh, boxing is not the same like it was back in the days. Right? Of course. It happens in every sport. But in the welterweight division, these men are actually doing a good job, and also these guys get criticized as much, and I don't believe they deserve it. I've done my criticism. I could say it. I don't believe I'm immune to contradict myself from time to time, even though I break things down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. Of course, I get emotional sometimes. I'm a fan at first. I'm a fan at heart. We all get emotional sometimes. Sometimes we don't think logical. But that's why I try my best to break things down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. These men on my modern day warriors, they put their life on the line for my pure entertainment, damn it. And if you're looking at it, if you really want to be logical and look at the welterweight division right now, they all fighting one another. Of course, Bud Crawford is missing in action, but that does not. We should not neglect what the others are doing. At the end of the day, Bud Crawford was the last one to come into the welterweight division. So just because Bud Crawford is getting the hype, but of course the Bud Crawford versus Spence is getting that hype, that does not mean we should neglect what others have done, what the other top welterweights has done. Y'all want to talk about the golden era? All these dudes fighting one another. They fighting one another right now. Did Errol Spence fight Kell Brook? Was it an electrifying fight? Yes, it was. In the UK, yes, it was. Did Keith Thurman and Sean Porter fought? That by the end of the fight, everybody in the Barclays Center was given a standing ovation? Huh? Was Daniel Garcia and Keith Thurman a good fight, a great unification bout? CBS primetime? Ugas versus Sean Porter was a close fight? Could have gone either way. Errol Spence, Sean Porter could have gone either way. Was it electrifying? Was it fight of the year? One of the fight of the year candidate? Was Sean Porter, Keith Thurman was fight of the year candidate? Errol Spence, Porter, like I said that one already. Daniel Garcia, Sean Porter, that a close fight, could have gone either way. All these dudes actually fighting one another. And even if you want to add Manny Pacquiao in the mix, when Keith on top Thurman and Manny Pacquiao fought, split decision. Great fight, great turnout. Have not met one person that didn't like that fight. Haven't met one person that didn't like Porter versus Spence. Haven't met one person that didn't like Keith Thurman and Daniel Garcia. Daniel Garcia, Porter Ugas. We are living in the golden era. And this era, of course, Keith Thurman had the momentum. Boom, he got injured. And then Errol Spence took the baton and now is the unified champion of the world, welterweight champion of the world, and actually about to fight Danny Swift Garcia next. Another great fight. Another legacy fight, ladies and gentlemen. So who y'all to say, Punch Drunk, you acting crazy for saying that this is not better than the Golden Era? Prove me wrong. Prove to me that this is, okay, tell me this is at least just as good as the Golden Era. You can't honestly tell me it's not. And the thing, and you know what the beautiful thing is? We ain't even done. We're just halfway. Because we still got matches like Keith Thurman versus Bud Crawford, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman. Is Manny Pacquiao going to get in the mix? He has brought his era into this new era. Come on, y'all. Think about it, y'all. I know we emotional. I know that we hold our past and we treasure our past. That doesn't mean we neglect what we've seen today. That doesn't mean we can't appreciate what we see in the day, because all the fights that I just mentioned was all great fights. Not one of those fights was a letdown. Not one. Not one. So you tell me if I'm wrong. I know in the beginning, yeah, it sound wrong. Like, well, man, what you talking about? You talking about Sugar Ray Leonard? You talking about Roberto Duran? You talking about... I know these guys that have cemented legacy, so of course we treasure them. These guys are entering their prime now. They're in their prime now. We had 2 unification bouts, right? How many championship bouts also we had? All those were championship bouts except for, Anderson was championship bouts. Ugas in the mix, and probably Ugas could fight probably a Keith Thurman. Just imagine when Bud Crawford gets really in the mix. Y'all gonna tell me that this is not better or won't be better than the Golden Era? Because to me right now, if it's not better, it's just as good as the Golden Era right now. It's just as good as the Golden Era right now. And damn it, hey, if I'm living a moment, I'm going to fight for my era. But of course, it's going to contradict with the bias, Leo. But you know what I mean. We got to appreciate the moment. I tell people time and time again, I had in my podcast, go check out episode 8. Right now, it's out there, Spotify, Apple, you go get it. I said in my podcast today, the Smelling Salt podcast, I said that people need to stop comparing today's great to cement the legacy. And I'm just putting it through perspective right now. Because I also get tired. You know, I'm watching The Last Dance with Michael Jordan, things of that nature. They want to compare Michael Jordan, what he did, and then they want to, excuse my language, they want to shit on everything today. Oh, you see what Michael Jordan, these guys can't do what Jordan did. You see, for anybody that think LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan, you see, it's almost you just trying to look at the past, but actually not to glorify the past. Y'all want to add the past to shit on today. That's not fair. And I ain't going to let it rock. Not in my channel. The same thing in the heavyweight division I was talking about in episode 8 in the Smelling Salt podcast. Go check it out. I was talking about that people would be like, oh, the heavyweight division is not the same. The heavyweight division is not like it was when it was in the 90s. Why y'all say that? I mean, y'all could go ahead, check out the 1999 rankings. 98, check out the rankings. Okay, Holyfield. Lewis. Moore. Brian. Who else? Tua. Galata. There was a couple of people, but don't tell me that these guys can't compete with the guys in the 90s. Don't tell me Tyson Fury can't compete with the guys in the 90s. Don't tell me Anthony Joshua. Don't tell me Deontay Wilder can't knock out all these dudes in the 90s or don't have the potential for these dudes in the 90s to get knocked out by Deontay Wilder and the rest of these cats. It's because we love to treasure the past, and we love to glorify the past, but in a way so we could shit on today. That's what's wrong when we analyzing generations. We're not being fair, and I'm just saying we because I'm speaking in general. We're not being fair because, of course, we are born to a certain generation and we're going to be biased to that generation. Just like my generation, I grew up as a Knicks fan and the guy was Michael Jordan. So I might say, you know what? I'm never going to see a guy like Michael Jordan. But today, these kids, their Michael Jordan might beat Kobe or might beat LeBron James. My favorite player was Allen Iverson. Like I said, Allen Iverson, the pound for pound dude in the NBA. But that doesn't mean just because I like him more, I got to be realistic. LeBron James has done more. Do I like LeBron James more than these other guys like Michael Jordan? And I would say no. But I got to give him his props too. But not diminish it just because I want to glorify the past and shit on the present time. And I think that's what we're doing in the welterweight division. A lot of people saying, oh, man, they're not fighting another. They're not fighting each other. They're not fighting each other. But the fact is, they are fighting one another. Just like I explained. They are fighting one another. And they just not fighting one another. These are actually exciting fights. I'm talking about Fight of the Year candidates. Thurman versus Pacquiao, Fight of the Year candidate. Errol Spence versus Porter, Fight of the Year candidate. Thurman, Porter, Fight of the Year candidate. Ooh, guys, if people actually respected that fight, Ugas versus Sean Porter, that could have been Fight of the Year candidate too. But people didn't even respect that fight as much as they should. Because you're looking at these fights, and for example, let's say Errol Spence is about to fight Daniel Garcia. And thank you, Errol Spence, because Errol Spence could have fight anybody else. Errol Spence could have take right now a tune-up. But he's trying to fight the best available for him. Now, of course, people are going to be like, oh, but come on, why he don't fight Bud Crawford? But that doesn't mean that Daniel Garcia fight. You think Daniel Garcia don't have a chance to beat Errol Spence? You must be out your mind, or you don't even know what you're watching. Daniel Garcia got a hell of a chance at being Errol Spence. And just not Errol Spence. Daniel Garcia, and any other great day, he could be a Keith from Tom Thurman. He could be a Sean Porter. He could be a lot of these dudes. All these dudes in the welterweight division could all lose to each other. Thurman could lose to Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford could lose to Thurman. Spence could be Bud. Bud could be Spence. Porter could be Bud. Bud could be Porter. Daniel Garcia could be this Bud, vice versa. Ugas, vice versa, could be, because we already know. If you don't know, Daniel Garcia and Ugas has beaten Bud Crawford. So Bud Crawford is not invincible. Nobody in the welterweight division is not invincible, but you know what? We got to give them their props that they are fighting one another. And damn it, Punch Drunk is saying that this is the golden era of boxing. Right now, they are better than the golden era. Yeah, I said it. No, don't smack me, no. I'm going to smack you. This is the best right now. And a lot of people, if we're going to say that this division is stacked up, then damn it, we have to really emphasize it that way. We have to see it that way. We can't be like, oh, Errol Spence versus, and I was one of the one. I was saying, come on, man, Errol Spence versus Porter. Come on, we want to see Errol Spence and Bud Crawford. But at the end of the day, it's because we're feeding, and sometimes we gotta humble our minds because right now, yes, Porter and Spence was a great matchup. A lot of people want to see Spence and Bud Crawford, but really, do you think in your right mind, Porter versus Bud Crawford, you think it's not gonna be hard for Bud Crawford? Who's gonna win that fight? Really? You might say Bud Crawford, but is it going to be easy for Bud Crawford? Is it? Is any of these fights going to be easy for one another? No, that's why I commend a guy like Manny Pacquiao that's still fighting the fight. He's still in that era. I commend Errol Spence. Thank God that he came back from that car crash. He's alive and he's here with having another chance of being a great father to better himself. And he's about to take easily. He could have taken a nice tune-up easily because there's no mandatory, right? No mandatory. The WBC ain't saying you better fight this fight. The IBF ain't saying you better fight this fight, right? So now he got the chance to fight Daniel Garcia, which is an elite welterweight. It's not an easy matchup as much that you want to see Bud Crawford and Errol Spence. This is not an elite match. This is not a easy matchup. It's as elite. It's as equal as Bud Crawford and Errol Spence. No matter what ESPN tells you, no matter what these pugilists tell you, whatever their bias is with Bud Crawford, at the end of the day, this is as dangerous or as challenging as a Bud and Spence. These guys are actually fighting one another. We could gauge them in the welterweight division. Bud Crawford, great. One of the pound dudes in the sport of boxing, but yet has been in the mix. Now, if this is his fault, it's the PBC fault, and at the end of the day, hey, he probably signed the wrong contract. If he wanted to be in the mix, probably he should have followed Al Heyman. But that's just me looking from the outside. I don't know what's his contract, and who is me to look at somebody else's pockets. I'm just trying to understand the move. I'm just trying to understand the move like we trying to understand the move. But it's prize fighting at the same time. As much as we do not like it, yes, it is prize fighting. And they're going to make the best decision they can make for their pockets. Yet, they are actually challenging themselves. Which other division is challenging themselves time and time again? Think about it. These guys have been challenging themselves since 2016. That's when it started. Porter, Thurman. 4 years later, we have these matchups. Look at it. This is better than the golden era. I said it. I don't give a damn. Anyway, man, let me know in the comment box. Let's chop it up. Let's talk history if you want. Let's go. You got the golden era. I got this golden era. Matter of fact, I'm going to give it a name. So, thank you, Keith Thurman of the world, to go out there and doing that back-to-back fight with Porter, Dennis Garcia. Thank you for Manny Pacquiao was still fighting and still fighting these young lions and still beating these young lions at the same time. You're not trying to just, you're not passing the torch. These guys got to earn the torch. Thank you, Errol Spence, another unified title, fought Sean Porter, fought Kell Brook, and now about to fight Dennis Garcia. Thank you, Dennis Garcia, for having one of probably the most prestige resume in the sport of boxing. Sean Porter for having one of the most prestige resume in the sport of boxing. Keith Thurman for having one of the most prestige resume in the sport of boxing. Manny Pacquiao for having the prestige in the sport of boxing. Errol Spence that's gonna have a prestige resume in the sport of boxing when he go out there and fight Dennis Garcia. Damn it, this is the division. This is the best division in the sport of boxing. Even though they're the best division, it get me mad at the same time because yes, we want to see these type of fights. We don't know where they head at. I don't know, but facts is they all fighting one another. Imagine Bud Crawford gets in the mix. You gonna tell me the golden era is better than this era? Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to get my updated videos. You already know, man. I love y'all. Peace out. God bless, and on to the next.